Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Yo, what is going on? Errol Spence. Obviously, we seen Errol Spence lose, get his ass whooped to Terrence Crawford. Now, Teofimo Lopez Sr. came out and said his son will beat Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. Now, me, Terrence Crawford is probably right now in such a high level right now. Dude, I don't think he could get beat, especially by somebody coming up from 140. But Errol Spence might be the one that Teofimo Lopez might want to target. Now I get it. He felt like that Earl Spence would be able to beat Terrence Crawford. But I feel like Teofimo Lopez could beat Earl Spence. Look, Teofimo Lopez is a 140-pound champion right now, right? Two-time lineal champion. Now this kid is probably a freak athlete and a boxer puncher who will have a lot of success against Earl Spence. Earl Spence Jr., obviously completely demolished. And it was sad to see. But I think that Teofimo Lopez will have a lot of success against this dude. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if Teofimo Lopez had a lot of success against Earl Spence. Now, I think this fight should be made. Let's talk about this. I think that fight should be made. Why would I think that fight should be made? Because Earl Spence does not want to quickly rush himself into a December fight against a guy like Terrence Crawford again. I feel like if people talking about he needs a tune up, Teofimo Lopez could be that tune up. But I think that Teofimo Lopez can get Earl Spence. And it's crazy to say, but I feel like he can. What's going on, HLD? Was good, bro. I think that Teofimo Lopez will have a lot of success against Errol Spence. Now, when T.O. Sr. said Terrence Crawford as well, right now, I don't think that that's possible. This dude is at the ultimate high. He's got all the momentum, and he right now it looks like he's unstoppable. But a guy like Errol Spence can be stopped by a guy like Teofimo Lopez, and I believe that wholeheartedly. I think that Teofimo Lopez just needs that type of opportunity. I think that he could meet him up at 147. But I mean, Errol Spence is already claimed to be a um, 154 pound fighter now. HOD says Spence should retire. He's damaged goods. But that would be a perfect fight for T.O., man. You know what I'm saying? A guy like Errol Spence who had a lot of success against guys at 147 pounds, And I think that would be a perfect fight for Teofimo Lopez. Right now, I mean, who's really in line for Teofimo Lopez to fight at 140 pounds? You know, um, it could be a fight that could possibly, it's kind of a fantasy fight. I would say it's not a fantasy fight, but it's a fight that could possibly could get made. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo Lopez doesn't have an opponent, and Earl Spence shouldn't rush himself into a fight with Terrence Crawford. He should take somebody. He should take somebody out. Take a tune up or something. So it will be a good fight for him. Spence and Crawford are moving. Yeah, yeah. He already officially made it clear that he's at 154 pounds on his Instagram bio. He's already put that he's going to be fighting at 154 pounds. And then Crawford said he'll meet him at 154 pounds, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if he rushes into a fight against Terrence Crawford, You know what I'm saying? He needs to get his confidence back. But if he wants it, I mean, why not? You know what I mean? That's how I stand on it. I feel like if he wants it, why not? You know, even though it was an ass whooping, it is what it is. You know, you can't. It was a complete mismatch, but that just goes to tell you, man, it doesn't matter. Sometimes the resume, yeah, it might look flashy, this and that, and the other guy might be uh not have fought the best competition, but it just goes to show that it was a wash. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely a wash. And I mean, Teofimo Lopez can fight him at a catchweight. You know what I'm saying? If Errol Spence is looking for a tune up, yeah, Teofimo Lopez should meet his ass at a catchweight. He get him. I think he beats Errol Spence. I don't think that Errol Spence has really anything to show. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he's damaged goods. You know, and it is what it is. But once Crawford vacates very soon, I think Tio should move up, uh, get a belt, unless he can get a huge payday versus Garcia. Ooh, Ryan Garcia. Yeah, but I think that 147 pounds. I think Earl Spence is probably the easiest dude at 147 pounds. Like for Teofimo Lopez, you know, as of right now, I don't feel like he should move up to 147 pounds because at 147 pounds, we talking Virgil, we talking Jerron Boots in his at that weight class. I think that I think that at Earl Spence fight, a guy who has beaten, you know, pretty decent guys. You know what I'm saying? The resume is there, you know, and that would be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Earl Spence, I just don't see him beating. I don't see Earl Spence beating a Jerron Boots Ennis. I don't even see him beating a Virgil Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Virgil Ortiz might be moving up to 154. You right about that. I don't think he can make that weight either, bro. You right about that. Damn. And other than that, who's gonna be at 147 pounds? That's crazy. That's crazy to even think. 147 pounds about to be real weak, that division, because like you said, only person that really gonna reign in that division is Jerron Boots Ennis, who is claiming himself to still be able to make that weight. I don't know how he's being able to make that weight because this dude is huge, bro. He's a big dude and making 147 pounds comfortably at that. Remember his last fight, he came in under the dude he was fighting, Romain Villa. You know what I'm saying? But I don't. I mean, for Jerome Busenis, I feel like he should go up to 154 pounds as well. It's just no. It's he's gonna probably wait for Bud to vacate as well and try to get a belt that way. You know, because he ain't gonna be able to get a. Ain't nobody gonna mandate Jerome Busenis to fight Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Especially if he talking, especially he's in contract and they're moving up to 154 pounds. Yeah, like you said, once they vacate, John Busenis is in line. He might get the email champion because he's the interim at 147. He might get the email that he's now the super champ. You know what I'm saying? And then I guess that's gonna be his division, to be honest. But ain't nobody in that division for real gonna be able to fuck with Jerron Boots Ennis. And if he has it in his mindset that he can't, if he has in his mindset that he can make 147 pounds, you know what I'm saying? It's unhealthy, but I mean, I don't see anybody that's gonna be able to compete with Jerron Boots Ennis at 147 if everybody's already out. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the only person he gonna be able to fight is like what, Mean Machine or something like that. But I mean, other than that, it ain't gonna be nobody there. And like you said, Ortiz is done at 147. He'll probably be moving up to 154. 154 is going to be a hot ass division because now you got three newcomers in Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, and maybe Virgil. Yeah, that's going to be a hot division. Then you already got guys like Jermell Charlo, Sebastian Fundora, Erickson Lubin. You got J Rock. You got a couple guys up there. And Earl Spence should be trying to make those types of fights too. If you need a tune up, you know, you got a lot of work at 154 that you could get your confidence up because the guys at 154 aren't bad fighters at all. I mean, you got guys that are they just be class fighters. You know what I'm saying? That's all they really are at 154. Like most of 147 was. It wasn't really nobody that was elite. You know what I'm saying? Except for Terrence Crawford, obviously, and what people thought was Errol Spence to be an elite fighter. But in reality, most of those fighters are just B class fighters, C class fighters. You know, when you talk about J Rock, or when you talk about Tony Harrison, or when you talk about Fedora, those types of guys, you know, those guys, Earl Spence could probably have success against those guys. You know, even Tony Harrison still, I mean, he could still have success against those guys. But I think for Teofimo Lopez, I'll be hounding at Earl Spence. I don't think that's too far fetched. I think that at a catch weight, they could make something like that happen. You know what I'm saying? Especially Earl know he the bigger dude. He gonna have the upper hand. So it is what it is. I think that it says Josh Taylor's also moving up. Yeah, but I mean, who's Josh Taylor gonna fight up there? Jerron Boots Ennis? You know what I'm saying? Ain't really fighters at 147 pounds. That division is gonna be wide open for real, like you saying, for real. It's gonna be wide open. But Jerron Boots Ennis is probably gonna reign that division. Now, you know, it's gonna be a tough task, especially if he's not trying to move up to 154. You know what I'm saying? But but I don't think it's too far fetched. I think that Teofimo Lopez can make it meet. I think Teo could meet Errol Spence somewhere and fight him and whip his ass. Probably not the dominant performance that we saw from Terrence Crawford, but I think he can get him. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that Teofimo Lopez could get Errol Spence right now. You know, and that would be great for his resume. But it ain't gonna be for no belt. Ain't gonna be for none of that kind of shit. So it is what it is. I mean, it's kind of like a fantasy fight. So, but like I said, Teofimo Lopez will whoop Earl Spence ass right now. Earl Spence ain't got no confidence in himself. The thing about it too is the mental game, dog. His mentality right now is probably getting at him. Cause think about this, man. It wasn't just bad. It was horrible. It wasn't just the ass whooping. It was an ass beating. You got whooped from round two on, and you got knocked out. Well, not knocked out, but you got stopped. So his mental right now it's gotta be affecting him. Has to be affecting him. But I just don't. At 154 pounds, Earl Spence gets up there, maybe a tune up against a guy like J Rock or something like that. I wouldn't be mad at that. Those are the type of fights that I feel like he could beat. He can overcome those guys. Um, the guys up there at 154 aren't as good as aren't really that great. You know what I'm saying? They're good. They're good fighters. But nobody's an elite fighter. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's that elite fighter. And we're gonna see what Jermell Charlo has. You know what I'm saying? Dude runs into smoke. You know what I mean? And he's fighting Canelo Alvarez. So we're gonna definitely see what he got up his sleeve, and if he's gonna be able to put in work on Canelo Alvarez. But it is what it is, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and we out, man. Peace.